Psalms 119 and verse 5 reads, "Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes." This is more than a statement. It is a prayer of transparency. Hear the prayer again. "Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes." First, this is a prayer of inspection. "Oh, that my ways." The writer has examined his heart and sees that his ways are not what they should be, so he prays that God would help him. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5 tells us that we're to examine ourselves, seeing whether we are in the faith. We're to test ourselves. You see, it's important that we make a daily inspection of our heart. Jeremiah chapter 17, verses 9 and 10 reads, "The heart is more deceitful than all things and desperately wicked. Who can understand it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I test the mind, even to give to every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his deeds." Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23 reads, "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." We should guard our heart above all else because it determines the course of our life. You see, what your heart desires, your feet will certainly follow. Secondly, this is a prayer for direction. Listen to his prayer. "Oh, that my ways were directed." The word directed means steadfast. The psalmist, by self-examination, prays that he would be steadfast in the ways of God. He sees his need to be faithful in the ways of God. His prayer could be like this: "Oh, that I would be faithful to your ways because of the distractions of life." There are many interferences on this journey of faith. That's why we need to heed Proverbs chapter 4, verse 25 through 27 that reads, "Let your eyes look right on, and let your eyelids look straight before you. Ponder the path of your feet, and let all of your ways be established. Do not turn to the right or to the left. Remove your foot from evil." His prayer could be like this: "Oh, that I would be faithful to your ways because of the deceitfulness of sin." Sin appeals to our sense of smell, taste, sight, hearing, and feelings. Sin can deceive because of the beautiful smells, the sweet taste, the attractive sight, the good sound, and the pleasant feelings. The deceit of sin doesn't slap you in the face. It lures us slowly and silently. It is over a period of time that evil reveals its ugliness. What smelt good becomes repugnant. What tasted sweet becomes bitter. What looked appealing becomes ugly. What sounded good torments us. And what felt good is now painful. His prayer could be like this: "Oh, that I would be faithful to your ways because of the demands of life." Life can be demanding. Marriage, parenting, work, day in and day out duties of life can demand of our time, our energies, and resources that if we're not watchful, the demands of life will serve to weaken our resolve to be faithful to God. Thirdly, this is a prayer of confession. Hear it again. "Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes." This is a prayer of confession, a confession of help. The psalmist prays, "I confess that I need you to help me obey your word." To confess our need of God's help is to humble ourselves before him. The Bible commands us, "Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he will lift you up." James chapter 4 and verse 10. Over 50 years ago, the song, "I Can't Even Walk Without You Holding My Hand" was written, and it was relevant then, and it's relevant today. Let me read the words of the song to you. "I thought that number one would surely be me. I thought that I could be what I wanted to be. I thought that I could build on life's sinking sand, but I realize I can't even walk without you holding my hand. I thought that I could do a lot on my own. I thought I could make it all alone. I thought of myself as a mighty big man, but I realize I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Lord, I can't even walk without you holding my hand, because the mountains are so high and the valleys are so wide. I'm down on my knees, and I had to say, Lord, I can't even walk without you holding my hand." "I can't even walk without you holding my hand" kind of sounds like a prayer of transparency before God. Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes. Until next time, keep walking in the Word.